Thank you, and is actually spearheaded the whole corporation NSDC in bringing a lot of private players like us onto one body and help them to gain feet and pushing them to fly as high as possible. Thank you, Dilip, for being here. And he excellently summed up, because the investments today in the private space, in the vocational education and training, skilling, is essentially on all the elements of the value chain. While the entire evolution is happening in this country in terms of trying to depart or trying to integrate the formal education and the vocational skilling into one platform and one framework, I think a lot of investments happen from our side in terms of private players to actually build the entire value chain. Let me just be brief and say what it entails for us. Setting up infrastructure on the ground. You see, end of the day, the skilling is something which is called ustadi. It's all about something to tell how to do with the hands. Right? It's not about what, but it's all about how. So therefore, you have to put in a lot of money in infrastructure, which actually starts, which helps you to build the brick and mortar piece in where the skilling can happen. While we are present currently in more than 125 districts across 10 states in the country, it is a challenge. It is a lot of investment to set up infrastructure, and therefore various models are evolved in this, where we can actually hire out infrastructure only as far as the brick and mortar is concerned and do the balance work, which is the other parts of the value chain. So one such investment definitely goes on the infrastructure or hiring of the infrastructure, which is significant. Now, as Dilip said, as we move up the value chain, away from the retail and sales and actually move up the skills value chain, this is where a lot of investments and capacity needs to be built in order to really impart slightly mid-level skills. High level still, it's a distance that we go, but at least when we have to reach the mid-level skills in the skill value chain, a lot of investments are required to actually build what we call skill labs, skill laboratories. So that's another investment that goes as a part of an infrastructure which private players like us in this space have to provide for. Once you do that, there's a lot of investment that actually happens from each of us in terms of trying to build the connect with the community. Communities to be skilled are lying all over the place in this vast country like India. What you need is how do you build a connect with them? And therefore, a part of the investment goes in actually trying to build communication, information and education to the community, saying that here come skills as a equally, if not, larger pride in what you do than education. So that's a lot of investments that goes on from us. For example, simple things like making films, providing technology support for the guys who go down the ground, actually talk to the communities, a lot of investment that goes on. And third, what he touched upon was the training content and the associated IPR and the instructional design that we built. I can vouch for my organization, which is Centum Learning, which is there in the space for many, many years. So a lot of content, a lot of investment goes into actually building the content around. Piece is basically, when you look at skilling slightly away from training, you need to build a lot of how around the content, and therefore the content has to move. It can't be a static content. So a lot of investment goes on in actually making films, putting content into kind of a motion. It's a kinetic content, not a static content. So that's where the investments actually happen. The fourth is the trainers, the skill instructors. Where are you going to get this community from? A lot of investment goes from us. For example, a skill instructor is taken through a 21-day boot camp, a train-the-trainer camp in our system. So this 21 days actually, at the end of the day, it's called a boot camp because it is run like an army camp. So he has no choice. But 21 days is actually put under such a grill that he has to come out as a trainer or he has to fail as a trainer. Because domain knowledge only doesn't help when you're actually delivering something to a set of class. Domain is only one part of the trainer's capability, but the way he delivers and what he delivers and how he relates to the student is absolutely very critical. Most of the training programs can be excellent content, can actually fail at the delivery stage when you have poor skill instructors. So therefore we have a skill instructors guild that we form and we fund and we invest in the progression of the skill instructor. Today and skilling is not a very aspiring profession, right? So therefore, if you have to create an aspiration and some kind of a career for the trainer, that's where we use the guild mechanism to actually build him and start and building his own capability, his own career aspirations, move him. So, we have a system where we invest some reward points and we get him to reward and redeem. A lot of things happens around this, which is again an investment. Third is the people development internally. This is a new space. So you need people who actually can understand communities, can actually start mapping aspirations of people, what they want to learn, why do they want to learn, what will they do after learning the skill. These are very important investments that we make. Dipstick studies, baseline studies, understanding the aspirations. Continuously, this is the kind of investment we need. Otherwise, you can't tailor make a program for the community or for the people at large. You can teach what you want and what you like and what you have, but that may not what the child wants. That's very important to understand that we need to do continuous investments goes on to understanding and building the whole, understanding the community around. End of the day, the boy has to come and fully pay money, or the corporate has to pay some money, or the government has to pay some money to run these businesses. The since we are in this corporate training space for many years now, a lot of industry linkages comes over investment over a period of time. You need to understand that these people after skilling have to be absorbed somewhere in a place of employment. So how do you create that unless you have linkages with the industry? The bodies like NSDC help us in creating some linkages. Body like FICCI and other industry bodies also help us to create linkages. But basically, a lot of investment goes into getting that the whole demand map from the industry side and brought to us. So that's another investment we make, and therefore across the value chain from getting the infrastructure set up, bringing the child to the classroom, investment in infrastructure of skill labs, training him, assessing certification, and therefore making him employable and pushing it back to the industry. Every step of the value chain requires a lot of investment, and whoever is a private equity player sitting in the audience, you should understand it's a long drawn process. By the time you make money and get the returns on money. Thank you.
Thank you,